DJs, have you ever been told that you're going to get paid in the form of exposure, drink tickets, and an occasional slice of pizza? I used to be there too until I found a proven method that's been earning me $2,000 a month part-time without hardly ever leaving my home. So in this video, I'm going to show you the 3 core income streams every DJ should be using and exactly how you can start building them today, no matter your experience level. See, back when I was first starting out, I was pouring so much time, money, and energy into DJing. I was buying gear and grinding through courses and YouTube videos and practicing my sets. But I had zero clue how to turn that passion into actual paid gigs or income. I loved learning how to DJ, but the more I did it and the better I got and the more invested in it I was, I knew I was going to need to start seeing some kind of return. The problem was I didn't have the experience or the connections to get booked in clubs. I wasn't even sure I was good enough to get paid. I knew I needed gigs to get experience and then experience to get gigs, but these were just a cycle feeding into one another. And the path to making money seemed blocked unless you already had clout, confidence, or a connect. And then a friend said something that would change my life. She said,
"Why don't you try live streaming?"
And after I said,
"That's a thing?"
I realized that live streaming was a way to give me a real stage, somewhere I could practice, perform, and get better faster. And before I knew it, people started tuning in, then tipping, then subscribing, and eventually booking me for IRL gigs, which is another awesome way that I make money that I'm going to talk about later in this video. So streaming turned out to be the shortcut I didn't even know I needed. It helped me level up my skills, build an audience, and finally start getting paid. Now, before I do the big reveal and show you my earnings from live streaming on Twitch, let's be clear. This isn't a get-rich-quick scheme. Streaming is an art form, and mastering it takes practice. But that's exactly what we're diving into in this channel, so make sure you're subscribed. Last month, I made $1,217.43 in Twitch revenue, which I made from subscriptions, bits, power-ups, ads, turbo. You can see it all right here. Now, I streamed for 28 hours and 43 minutes. So on average, I streamed about 3.5 hours every stream because I streamed twice a week for a total of 8 streams in the month. Now, I want you to realize that streaming, like all other forms of content creation, has its ups and downs in terms of money. There are great months and then there are not so great months. As you can see in my last few months of payouts, you'll make more on months that you stream more, or at least consistency, and on months where you might have a special stream or a celebration or something like that. It takes time to build a core audience and network. And I don't know about you, but I am stoked that for 7 or 8 hours a week, I get to play music, talk to my community and chat, and earn money to do it. And if this is sounding good to you, I have a free guide to help you get started streaming your DJ sets that I will link in the description below. In addition to my Twitch earnings, I also receive donations from my Ko-fi account. These beautiful souls who watch my streams also tipped me virtually, and the amount this month was $172.69. Huge shout out to the Bush fam for your undying love and support. Now, there are tons of DJs on Twitch and TikTok who make more than me, and there are some who make less. So remember, this is not a flex. It's just my attempt to be transparent and to show you what's possible as a part-time DJ. Now, live streaming my DJ sets is only one way that I make money as a part-time DJ. Next, I'm going to show you how live streaming worked like a DJ dating profile where bookers were suddenly sliding into my DMs like, "You up?" See, getting gigs as a beginner DJ is kind of like swiping on Tinder without a profile pic. You might have the vibe, but nobody's taking a chance if they can't see what you're all about. Streaming solved this problem for me because suddenly I had proof. I had clips, I had full sets, I had an online presence that showed people exactly what I could do. I wasn't just claiming I could DJ. People could actually see and hear it for themselves. Now, because of this visibility, I've been asked to DJ corporate events, local business openings, festivals, and tons of private parties. And since I have a full-time job as a middle school teacher, go Jaguars! I actually end up turning down many of the offers. On average, I do about 1 or 2 in real life gigs every month, and that brings in an extra $300 to $750 monthly. For the sake of this video, I just averaged my last 6 months of gigs, and the grand total was $450 a month. And it all circles back to streaming. Because by live streaming regularly, I built a library of content that I could leverage on social media, which helped attract exactly the right kind of clients that I wanted. So now, my total for the last month is up to $1,840.12. And next, I'll show you the weirdest way I make money as a DJ. And no, it's not feet pics, though I'm not opposed if this whole DJ thing doesn't pan out. The way I make steady income monthly is through merch. Yep, shirts, mugs, stickers, underwear, you name it. And it's crazy, but people actually buy them. Not because I'm famous, but because when you build a community, even a small one, they want to rep your vibe. I've made consistent money monthly just selling merch that I think people will want. Not my logo or a picture of me on a shirt, but phrases and ideas that I think people are into. My best-selling shirt is this one called Eat This Bass. And my second best-selling one is this one that's Babe. It's like running a tiny fan club out of your living room. I make a dumb inside joke on stream, I put it on a t-shirt, and suddenly I make money while I'm sleeping. Last month I made $125.29, as you can see here from my fourth wall, which, by the way, I love and recommend 100%. I will also link to them in the description. So that brings our grand total to $1,965.12. Damn it, it's not quite 2,000, but you know, DJ math. Now you know how I did this, and if you want to start making extra cash as a DJ, but you don't know exactly how to start live streaming your sets, go watch this video where I'll show you how to set up your stream easily so you can get started making that money.